Hey, welcome, guys. This is Cigar Garage with Doc, and today we're smoking a little bit different cigar. First time I've ever had this one. It's a Grand Age by Gurkha. Cameroon wrapper. Beautiful wrapper. Look at that wrapper. Can you see it? There you go. Look at that wrapper. Nice burn. Beautiful draw. It's about a medium strength. It's definitely not as strong as you would think by looking at the color of the wrapper, the Cameroon, but the fillers are Peruvian and Nicaraguan. Really nice creamy mix. Really hints of pretty strong of coffee. A little bit of underlying of chocolate. A little bit cookie dough if you think about it, like that doughy kind of taste. Not like sweet dough, but soft. It's a soft smoke. So far, so good. First one I ever had. Like that? Done beautifully. It's a beautiful cigar. If you look at it, it's like the perfect look. But it's got a very, very nice taste. This size was Presidente. It's 6'5". It's just a little bit longer than a Churchill. And I believe it's 52 in ring size. But really nice little cigar. Really, so you should definitely give this one a try. Yeah, I'll give this one. So far, every cigar that I've smoked on here, on my videos, were ones that I said that you guys should try because they've all been pretty good to the palate. The only one that was a little strong for me, actually, was the Mark Twain Barber Pole. At times, that gets a little peppery in the back of my throat, and I really don't, and sometimes even strong, and I don't like that. Personally, I don't like that. If you like cigars that doesn't give you that pepper, or maybe just a little bit, we all like a little bit, a touch of it. But I like the flavors, the strong flavors, but without that. So when I say give the cigar a try, I'll let you know whether it's like that or not. This one, so far, so good. Don't have any of that at all. Not peppery at all. Very smooth. Very surprisingly nice. And I'm glad because I got 5 of them. They came in a pack of 5, and I just, the write-ups on them were very good. So I gave it a try. So I got a pack of 5 of them. Anyway, today I want to follow up on something else. As I said the other day, a lot of the folks are asking me, instead of asking me about the ghost hunting and cases, they're asking me a lot more about plain religion, about Christianity. The other day they were talking about the Trinity. Today I got this, another Muslim friend of mine, as somebody wrote on there, somebody that knows me, said, yeah, well, what about on the cross? He said, Father, Father, why hast thou forsaken me? And actually what he said was, Zili, Ili, lama sabachthani, which is more like, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? So they would say, oh, no, that's, that proves that he's not the Son of God. Well, I beg to differ. And I'll tell you why. Put my cigar down for a sec. I do happen to have my Bible right here, purposely. Let me read you something. I'm reading from the book of Psalms. And it's Psalm 22. Start with verse, let's say, 12. He says, many bulls have surrounded me. Strong bulls of Bashan have encircled me, and they gape at me with their mouths, and raging and roaring lion, like a raging and roaring lion there, putting them down while he's there. And he says, I am poured out like water. All my bones are out of joint. So obviously he's a mess. His body's a mess. My heart is like wax and melted within me. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue cleaves to my jaws. You have brought me to the dust of death. He was on the verge of death, and he said that it says that his tongue cleaved to his jaws. Well, if you remember, On the cross, Jesus said, I thirst. His tongue was cleaving to his jaws. He was thirsty, and they gave him the reed of vinegar, and he refused it. Then it goes on to say, for dogs have surrounded me, the assembly of the wicked has enclosed me. They pierced my hands and my feet. I can count all my bones. They look and stare at me. They divide my garments among them, and for my clothing they cast lots. What happened on the cross, guys? Do you remember? The Lord said, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani. My God, why hast thou forsaken me? For my tongue cleaveth, I thirst. Bulls have surrounded me. I'm on the brink of death. They pierced my hands and my feet. Written almost 1,000 years before the Messiah died. On the cross, after being flayed, literally flayed almost to death, a crown of 2 and 3 inch thorns pressed into the whole of his skull. And it wasn't just the ring, it was the whole of his skull. And that's proved on the Shroud of Turin, which they're proven already. Most scientists believe, yeah, it probably was the burial cross of Christ. And his wounds were even worse than the movie that you saw. Okay, with all the you know, the beatings and the blood and that Mel Gibson had you know, portrayed Christ after and during the crucifixion scenes. It's called the Passion of Christ. Scientists actually say it was worse than that. That he didn't just have strips and cuts, but he had literally hunks of flesh torn out. That his back, his ribs would have been all exposed. Can you imagine carrying the cross and all that like that? And then reciting the psalm? Reciting the scriptures? And here he is, reciting scriptures of the Messiah while in that pain on that cross. Who would ever have the wherewithal to do that? Unless he was the Messiah, the Son of God, the Christ. All he was doing was fulfilling the prophecy of what would happen to the Messiah. You see, he died your death and mine. He said, Father, there's no one on earth that's sinless. There is no lamb without a blemish. So we can't reconcile mankind to us. I'll take their place. I'll go and I'll die for those we love, so that you can open the doors of heaven once more for them, and they can enter in. And this is the reason why there is no other way to heaven. There is no other religion that gets you to heaven. There just isn't. After that, do you think the Father, after Jesus did that, do you think the Father's going to let you in another way because you're a Buddhist or a Muslim or whatever you are? In fact, the Quran, if they stop listening to the imams and read it for themselves and find out that the people of the book have the truth and the book was written by God, and that Jesus, they would know as a fact that Jesus is, the Christ, the Son of God. So what I'm saying is not controversial, it's fact. Read it. It's in the scriptures. I showed you the Bible. I read it right from there. That's the words of Jesus on the cross. And I hope I answered the question for those who were questioning that part of my teaching, I guess, my lesson. Anyway, I just want to tell you guys, thank you very much for the questions. I will say this, that I'm open still for questions all about the ghost hunting. I have some more stories about hauntings. I could also teach you how, what to look for, stuff like that. Write down, if you have anything, put it down in the notes, okay, in the comments. Give me a subscription, a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. God bless. This is Doc.